friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Connie, for those of you who don't know, and today we'll be filming a full face of first impressions, and some of these products are pretty new and then some of these products are just new to me, but they've been in the market and around for a while. I just have never tried them. So if you're interested in seeing all the products that I use, I actually created this look with everything that I use today. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. But before we get into this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, without further ado, let's get on into the video. Disclaimer, if you guys hear a bunch of noises in the background, my whole entire family, we are all social distancing and quarantining ourselves together, so everyone's just minding their own business. So if you hear a bunch of noises, that is everybody in my house. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. I have two different primers today. I've already moisturized. So the first one I'm going to go in with is the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum, and this is in hydrating. And then the second primer I'm going to go into is the Professional Hydrating Primer, because I definitely need this right now for my pores. If you guys hear anything in the background, my sister is playing Animal Crossing on her Switch right there and eating snacks, so just ignore that. So I'm gonna just go in with this Wet n Wild primer and kind of just drop it all over my face, I think. I feel so weird with you sitting right there. So the primer is just like a serum, and when I'm done it feels like super tacky, but it feels really hydrating and I really like it so far. So the next primer I'm going to go in with, like I said, is the Benefit Professional in the hydrating one. So I'll just be applying this kind of like on the sides of my nose and a little bit in my T-zone area, because that's where my pores are the biggest. I didn't like the original Professional by Benefit just because it felt like it had a super like silicone finish and I didn't like that, but the hydrating one doesn't really feel like the original one with like the silicone base. So after I'm done with my primer, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and this is the dewy one. And today I'll be using the Eco Tools Total Perfecting Sponge, and this is the lavender one. So I have tried this foundation before, but it's the matte one, and I've never tried the dewy one. So if you guys don't know, this foundation comes with a little spatula, and I kind of just use that to apply it all over my face. I've never tried a dewy foundation before, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be liking this. And the shade that I have is in Buff Bisque. So usually I'm used to like super mattifying full coverage foundations, and I don't know if it's because this foundation is dewy that it doesn't have as much coverage as I would prefer, but I feel like we can build this up. Also, I feel like this color is not the perfect match for my skin. It's a little bit more orange, and the foundations that I usually wear have a little bit more of like a yellow undertone, and this one kind of might be a little too orange for me. So I've already done one layer of the foundation, and it's already like so different from what I'm used to because it does have such a dewy finish. But I don't know if I like the coverage that I have so far, so I might just add a little bit more in the spots where I want more coverage, and I'll see if it's like really easy to build up. If you hear sounds, my sister is eating over there, and I'm gonna just let it rock because it's her birthday. Okay, so I don't think this foundation looks bad. The only spot where it looks kind of like cakey is right here, but I have a breakout right there, so I kind of really wanted to cover that up. But honestly, everywhere else on my face it doesn't look too bad. I feel like I could have gone in with the Benefit Professional just like a little bit more in my T-zone, but that's not the foundation's fault. So now that we're done with foundation, we're gonna go in with concealer. So I brought three concealers that I've never tried before. I have the Milani Conceal Perfect, and then the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. But I think the one that I want to use today is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. And I've heard so many people on YouTube raving about this concealer, so I'm excited to try it. A lot of people have been saying that it's a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, so we'll see if it is. And hopefully this color is good for me. I feel like I'm so bad at matching my shade in store. Yeah. that is super light. That is way too light for me, but I feel like we could just use like bronzer and stuff later. So this concealer does have the same doe foot applicator as the Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like, I don't know if it's because I put it on top of the foundation or what, but I feel like this concealer is definitely oxidizing because it's not as light as what it looked like when I first applied it. Okay, so based off of my first impression, I really don't think that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape at all. And I don't know if it's because I am wearing this concealer over a dewy foundation, but I feel like that shouldn't really affect it too much because the Tarte Shape Tape is like super mattifying and drying, and I feel like this concealer is not like that. And I don't think it has the same amount of coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape because I can still really see right through to all the like darkness of my under eye circles. And like you can just see all like the fine lines and wrinkles, and like I see a lot more texture on my under eyes than I normally would if I was using like the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. But the combo that I have on my nose looks really good though. So the next thing I'm going to do is set my under eyes with a loose powder. So I have the Tarte Shape Tape setting powder, speaking of Shape Tape. So this is what the powder looks like. I'm pretty sure I just purchased this and never got around to using it, so I figured I would use it for this video. So you open the top and there's like a sifter on the inside, but there's a lot of powder right there. So I'm just going to take this side of my sponge and just set my under eyes with that. So the sifter in this powder is actually like one of those mesh kind of sifters, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like the Becca powders. So it doesn't say what shade this powder is in, but I'm assuming it's just like translucent or something. So you guys know the only other place that I bake my face is my forehead right there. So while I'm letting my under eye bake, I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder in Medium Plus. So I have tried some MAC powders before, but I've never tried the Mineralized Skin Finish. So Medium Plus is the shade that I'm in their powders. So this is what the powder looks like. It kind of looks like a baked formula. So let's see. Oh, that's really dusty. Okay. So I'm going to be using this Eco Tools brush that I hauled in my last video. I feel like usually when people wear dewy foundations, they don't really set it with a powder, but honestly, I have oily skin and throughout the day it gets really, really bad. So I feel like I'm gonna have to set it with the powder regardless. This is a super dense brush. I don't know if I like it for face powder. I feel like I'm going to switch to the BH Cosmetics brush, and this is from their Zodiac Crystal collection, and this is in the number 1. This powder is getting everywhere, like in the air and stuff. I don't know how I feel about that. So I just got done setting with that powder, and I honestly don't think my face looks bad. This is super random, but my nose looks so good with like the combination of all of these that's going on. So I like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is use blush. So this is the Patrick Ta blush in She's Sincere. And I have tried Patrick Ta's blushes before, but I have never tried this color. I have the colors She's Passionate and the other one, but I didn't have She's Sincere, and my old roommate Julia actually sent this to me in the mail for my birthday. So I'm going to test out this color. It's more of like a peachy one compared to like his other colors. His other blushes are a little bit more like mauve-y and nude, and this one is probably the most peach out of all of them. His blushes aren't super pigmented right away. Like with his blushes, you can either do a super soft glam look or just like keep building up the pigmentation for like an Instagram kind of look. So I really like that shade, of course. Patrick Ta never fails me. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply a bronzer. So the two bronzers that I have today are by NARS, and this one is in the shade, I don't know how to say that, Felicis, I don't know. And then this one is in Seaside. So a while back I just bought a bunch of NARS bronzers because there was a sale, and I kind of just never got around to using them. So I figured it would be perfect to pull out for today's video. So these are what the two bronzers look like. This one, Fallacies, whatever, is a little bit more orange, and then Seaside is a little bit lighter and not as orange. So I think I'm going to go in with Seaside to bronze, and then if I need a contour, I think I'll go in with the other one. So this brush is in the number 4, but I think I'm going to go back with the number 1 brush to bronze my face a little bit. So this is the brush that we had used for the MAC powder. So I think I'm just going to go in with this and use it for bronzer. For the most part this week, I've kind of just been going with like a natural look every time I do my makeup. But since everybody, I mean, you know, because everybody is just like staying inside and stuff like that now. But tonight, for my sister's birthday, she's having a Google Hangout session for her birthday, which is like super funny. But we're all gonna dress up and look good, and I think later we're gonna do a photo shoot for her birthday as well. So I'm gonna do a little bit more glam for my makeup today. So recently I've been liking the look of like a deeper like contour bronzer kind of situation, so I might go in not with this brush. So I'm going to go back in with the number 4 brush, and I'm just going to tap it really lightly into the Fallacies, I don't know how to say that, bronzer, and just kind of contour a little bit more. Okay, so I think that's good for bronzer. I have tried the NARS bronzers before. I have tried the one in Laguna, but I had never tried these colors. And I honestly really like the Seaside shade, the first shade that I went into. So I'm super excited for that. After bronzer, I usually go in with a highlighter. So today I have the Too Faced Born This Way Turn Up the Light Complexion Enhancing Highlighting Palette. And you guys heard me talk about this in my last Ulta haul. So I was really excited to try this because it reminds me of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. And whether that's true, I don't know, but I kind of want to see what this is like. So sticking with the BH Cosmetics Crystal Zodiac brush set, this is the one in number 5. I think I'm gonna go in with Glow, because this one looks kind of glittery over here and Glow looks a little bit more subtle. So I'm just going to go in with that side. Again, I don't think this is the brush for it. Usually I use this kind of like shape of a brush to set like my under eyes and stuff like that. I also have the Jeffree Star brush set from Morphe. So I'm just going to use this brush to go in with highlighter. The BH Cosmetics brush kind of like really deposited pigment, whereas the Jeffree Star brush isn't really putting much down onto my face, or not that I can really see. Okay, so I'm gonna mix Dazzle and Glow and apply that to my nose, and then I'm going to apply that to my chin and my forehead as well. Based off of my first impression, I can't tell if I really like this highlight because it does emphasize a lot of texture and it makes me look like I have more texture than I do. I feel like it's like creating the illusion that I have texture when I don't really have any right there. So I brought a different highlighter to try out in case that one didn't work out. So this is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Illuminating Powder in Heat Wave, and this highlight is so beautiful. If you guys can see the imprint on that, it is so pretty. So I've had this in my collection for a long time and I just never used it. So today I figured we would try it. It has like a pink highlight and a golden champagne-y highlight like kind of mixed in throughout it. So I might just swirl my brush into the whole thing. It's so pretty. I literally don't want to ruin it. I feel like that highlight made the look a little bit more natural. So I'm here for that. I really like this actually. I should have just gone in with this to begin with. So I think this highlighter is really nice and I definitely prefer that one over the Too Faced palette. So I'm really shocked that I never got around to trying this. I've just had it in my collection for so long. So I'll definitely be getting more use out of this highlight for sure. And the packaging is just so pretty. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with my brows, and I didn't have a new pencil or pomade to try out for this video, so I'm just going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil just because I want to use it all up. But I do have new brow gels to test out today. So now that I'm done with my brows, I have 2 different products that I could be testing out, and they are both brow gels. So the first product that I have is the brow mascara. and it's in medium brown, and it's by Cosmetics. I don't remember the last time I used a Cosmetics brow gel or like any makeup product in general. Wow, so this packaging is huge for the size of this brow mascara. So I think I'm gonna go in with this. This might be a little too light for me. I feel like, actually I think that color is okay for my brows. I like the brush applicator, the wand. Wait, okay, I'm thinking I might actually really like this. I'll definitely keep you guys updated if I keep using this and if I like it. I don't know if I should go in with this ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. This is just in clear. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to use the ColourPop one today because it does leave a slight... It leaves some stuff behind on my brows. Yeah, no. I'm going to skip out on the ColourPop Brow... What is this? The Brow Boss? Yeah, the Brow Boss Gel. I'm just going to skip out on that and just use the Cokie one today. So now I'm going to start on my eyeshadow, I think. So I have two things that I could be testing out for eyeshadow today. So I have the Sailor Moon and ColourPop collab, which I'm super excited about. And then I have the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadows that everybody has been talking about. So this is what the ColourPop Sailor Moon palette looks like. I don't know. I might go in with a little bit of this. Maybe I'll just set my lid. There's not even a shade that I can set my lid with. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is set my lid with a shade from the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. I really love this palette because if I'm working with eyeshadows that don't have a shade where I can set my whole lid, I can just reach for this palette because I know I always have it on hand because that's what I use to set my brows with. So this brush from BH Cosmetics is in the number 7 and I really like it so far. It feels super soft on my eyes. For some reason lately my Morphe M330 brushes, although I do use them, they just don't feel as soft as they were before. I don't know what the problem is now. So I think I'm going to use... Oh, do I want to do a purple look? Should I do a purple look? Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure what look I was going to go for today, but I just asked my sister over there and she was very helpful. So I'm starting off with the shade Moon Castle, which is right here. So I think the next shade I'm going to go in with is Miracle Romance, which is this one up here. It looks a little bit more pink on camera, but it does look, it's like, I don't even know what color that is, like fuchsia. Is fuchsia purple? It's like magenta, kind of. I don't really know. You know the color of Blue's Clues friend, magenta? That's kind of the color that it looks. So I'm going to be taking the brush in number 12, and I think I'm going to mix the two shades that we just used and run that on my lower lash line. So going back on the lid, I think I'm going to use this shade right here, and it's called Luna. And just using the same blending brush, I'm going to see if I can make this look a little bit more purple. If not, I'll have to use like a brush to pack it on my lid or use my finger. This definitely made the look a lot more purple. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I think I'm going to have to go in with my finger and see if I can make this to like build up the pigment. It does work really well with the brush though. It does make it look a lot more purple. I think I like that. This color is already like super pigmented and I didn't need to wet it or anything, so I really like that. I think I just want to go back in really quickly with the Miracle Romance shade that we used earlier and just run that through my crease again because I feel like we kind of lost a little bit of that color. I want to go back in with Moon Castle and then just bring that up a little bit towards the brow bone. And then going back with the pencil brush that we used in the number 12, I really want to go back in with Moon Castle and kind of just put that on my lower lash line again because the top of our eyes are really intense, so I kind of just want to tone down the bottom. The next thing I'm going to do is highlight my brow bone and inner corners. I think I'm going to use the shade Silver Crystal. I don't know why it's called Silver Crystal because it's not silver. This shadow, by the way, is it's the Super Shock formula that ColourPop has. So you guys already know that with every look that I do, I always want to have glitter with it. So I have two glitters that I picked up from LA Girl, and they're the Glitterholic glitter toppers. So I have more of a purple one, and then I have more of like a brown one. So I think the purple one would work perfectly for our look. So I think I'm going to go in with this one. This one is in Frenzy. And then this one right here is an Electrify. So the packaging that it comes in is like this. You just screw off the top of it. And so I'm just going to go in with my fingers to use this glitter because I feel like that's what works best when I'm using pressed glitters. So this feels, I feel like they're not really like the ColourPop ones. The ColourPop ones I feel like are a lot more chunky. I don't know, I feel like for some reason with these glitters, I feel like I would have to use like a glitter adhesive or a glitter primer in order for it to stay on all day, because I definitely don't feel like this is going to stay on my eyes all day. I'm just tapping it into like the middle of my lid pretty much. Usually I bring my glitter in like all the way to the center of my eyelids, but I feel like I kind of just want to keep the glitter on the middle of my lid, and then I kind of want to touch up the purple on the inner corners a little bit more. I really like this glitter, by the way. I feel like this was super easy to use. I'm going to go back in with the shade Luna and just touch up my inner corners. This is the brush in the number 6. There's a lot of fallout with this purple shade, by the way. So I feel like the glitter is staying even though I'm putting shadow on top of it. I don't know. It gets covered really easily. Some of the glitter, oh no, yeah, a lot of the glitter has transferred onto my brush. They were only a couple dollars, so I figured I would try them. I'll definitely update you guys on how I end up liking these. So usually I don't use eyeliner on my waterline or anything like that, but I did pick up a few eyeliners from the LA Girl Neon Eyeliner, their Shockwave collection. And these are the colors that stood out to me. They also had a green one and a red one, I think. But these were the colors that looked really fun. So I think I'm either going to use the pink or purple one for this look. I think I'll try the purple one, and if I don't like it, I'll probably just end up using the pink. I feel like I've heard maybe Juicy Jazz talking about these eyeliners before, so I'm definitely going to try out this purple one and see if it works on my waterline. So I don't know if you guys can tell, this eyeliner definitely worked on my waterline really well. And it went on very creamy, but I think I prefer the pink one. I kind of want to go on with the pink one and see what it looks like. So I literally cannot decide which one I like more. Like if I cover this eye, the look looks a lot more purple because of the like purple on my waterline. But then if I cover this eye, the look looks a little bit more pink because of the pink on my waterline. I thought I was going to like the pink one a lot better, but maybe I prefer the purple one now. I have no idea. I think I just like the combination of the two. So yeah, we're gonna do that. These eyeliners are super creamy and pigmented, and they work so well on the waterline. I don't remember the last time I ever wore bottom liner, but I really liked these, and I'm super excited to have all the other colors that I can play around with. This look went a lot more interesting than I thought it did. I feel like I'm on an episode of Euphoria. Now I'm going to go in with my lips before I do my lashes and mascara. So for the lips today, I brought 2 products, and they are very natural, thank God, because I did not know we were going to go this way with our look today. But this is the KKW Beauty Lip Liner in Nude 1. So I've never tried any KKW products before. So this is like a really natural brownie nude on me. I don't know. Okay, so clearly you're supposed to sharpen the KKW pencil. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the tip of the KKW pencil literally went into the product. Like into the pencil. And this isn't like a retractable one at all. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to see if there's like any product down in here because the pencil literally pushed into itself. So I don't know. I mean, for $12, like whatever. I don't know what I expect for $12, but that's definitely, I don't expect that to happen with any price range of lip product. The lipstick that I have to use today is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Mega Last High Shine lipstick in the shade Cedar Later. My friend Melody from California actually sent this to me in a makeup swap that we did a long time ago. It was like last summer when we did it, but I never tried out this lipstick, so I figured I would test it out for this video. And my lips are so dark. Okay. Oh, and the lipstick is even darker. Okay. This was definitely not the look that I was planning for today, but this is the look that came out. I like the lip color, I just don't think it works with this look at all. So this lipstick doesn't feel bad at all. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. I never really care if lipsticks and lip glosses feel sticky, but it feels pretty natural to have on, and I'm kind of not used to like the high shine formula. I'm always used to their like matte liquid lipstick. The last thing that I have for this video are Lily lashes in the style Miami Flare, and then I'm going to be testing out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. So I'm going to apply the lashes and mascara and then come back. I've never tried the lashes in the style Miami Flare by Lily. I've only tried Miami. So yeah, I'm going to apply all of this and then come back. Okay, so I just put my lashes on in Miami Flare, and I think these are probably the biggest lashes that I've ever worn in my life. So I did want to just film the part where I try out this mascara because this is a first impressions. So I just have the mini Lash Brag mascara because I don't know. I've been hearing some weird things about Anastasia lately, even though I love the brand. I've been hearing some things and I don't know. And I figured I would just get the trial size because I don't really wear mascara like that on a daily basis. I figured I would just get the little one and see if I like it. The brush looks like the hourglass shape, and it looks just like the Too Faced Better Than SEX mascara. So I can see right off the bat my bottom lashes look like they're clumping up. So the one thing I am noticing is that this mascara is actually lifting my lashes a lot and is blending my real lashes into the fake lashes really well actually. I mean, I could always go in with a different mascara for my bottom lashes, but this mascara is actually really holding up my top lashes, which is really different because usually no mascara can hold up my top lashes. My real lashes grow out straight and they're like super clear, and like it just, I really don't have nice natural lashes, but usually they just stick out straight when I wear fake lashes. But this mascara is doing a really good job at blending the two together. I think I'm a fan of this mascara, but only for the top lashes, not quite the bottom lashes. So while I was applying my lashes, I remembered that I actually have two other lip glosses, or two other lip products that I brought to test out, and they're also from the Sailor Moon ColourPop collection. I feel like this lip would have probably went a little bit with the eye a little bit better, but I feel like it would have been maybe a little too intense because we do have a purple eye, and a pink lip would have been a little too intense. But I do want to try out the Sailor Moon lip gloss. So this is the Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is just in the shade Sailor Moon. So I figured even though I have like a liquid lipstick on, I feel like I kind of want to try out this lip gloss on top of it. I feel like if my lip wasn't so dark, I could tell what's going on with this lip gloss. I do like it so far though. Sometimes I don't like lip glosses with the brush tip applicator, but I don't know. I guess it's okay. I don't care. So this is what the gloss looks like on top of all of my lipstick and stuff like that. I think this looks so good. It's kind of orange and I can see a lot of like gold reflex and stuff. I think this lip gloss looks so beautiful. I feel like if I discovered this lip combo in the fall/winter, this would have been my go-to lip combo. I think this looks absolutely amazing. Definitely doesn't match with the eyes, but I think the eyes look amazing as well. Yeah, I discovered so many products that like I did end up enjoying. The only thing that I am kind of like about right now at this point is this Too Faced highlighting palette. But honestly, for the most part, I did like everything else that I tried. I think this was the only thing that I felt kind of like weird about. I think I'm going to keep using the foundation because I'm not sure how I feel about like a dewy kind of situation. I don't think I'm ever going to use the foundation and not set it because that's just what I'm used to. So far everything looks really good. The last thing that I need to do is set my face. So I picked up the new Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. And I used to have the, that mist is so nice. It lasts forever, look. Wow, okay. So I used to have the Continuous Setting Spray, but the Continuous Setting Spray has like less product than this one, and they're the same price. And I don't know, I figured I would give this a try because my friend Carl was telling me about how amazing the mist on this is. It's just, oh, it's so good. Okay, so I have a dewy foundation on, and I'm going to do a luminous mist. So hopefully this works out in my favor. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to spray this, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how it looks on me and how I like it. Okay, so the mist on this spray is literally so fine. It's so good. I'm obsessed. So I definitely know what my friend Carl was talking about. So I'm super excited to test this out. Hopefully it doesn't make me look too dewy and oily throughout the day. Usually I'll go in with like a bunch of mattifying products and use a mattifying foundation, and then I'm okay with using a dewy setting spray. But I don't know if like a dewy setting spray and a dewy foundation will be okay for me today, but we'll find out. I'm super glad that I filmed this video today because I was really excited to test out a lot of these products that I have never tried out before. Shout out to you if you made it this far into the video, and I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos and supports my channel and supports me. Thank you so much. And before you leave, feel free to subscribe to my channel because it is free. And that's all for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!